to the fruit, more bass than Bootsy Collins. You versus me, that's like Ali versus Foreman. God's act.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Tyler and welcome back to another Call of Duty gameplay commentary. And as you all can see in today's video, we're playing some Call of Duty 4 on the PC. I am fucking horrible at this game and I'm just gonna put that out there to begin with, so yeah. So in today's video, I wanted to tell you all a story that took place only a few weeks ago. For those of you who saw my videos when I was posting during the World War II beta, you would have noticed that I posted a video saying that I'm quitting my job for YouTube. So in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys the story of how I actually ended up really quitting my job. You know, how everything actually ended up going down when I did quit. So the exact particular night when everything happened, when I really walked out of my job and like mid-shift just quit, was in the middle of a Saturday night, and that's literally our busiest night of the week. And for the most part, the night was going pretty damn smooth, but there were a few times when my coworker was just getting fucking mad at me for literally no good reason, like no honest, good given reason for him to be mad at me. Because if you guys had seen my other video, you would have seen how I was talking about how he's very hypocritical. He would tell me to do one thing and then I would do that, and then he would tell me to do something else, and like nothing really seemed to please him properly. And these kind of things were things that were going on regularly. It wasn't just like this one night. And there were also a few other times when I would go into the kitchen and call for like a food item that I needed, and they just wouldn't give it to me. Nobody would listen to me, and it was just honestly really irritating. And so this particular night, I'm working my normal Saturday night shift, and like I had said before, things were going fairly smooth. Like nothing was really out of the ordinary. My coworker was irritating me a bit, but it wasn't anything too big of a deal or too bad. So every time he'd kind of yell at me, I kind of just let it slide the first few times, but at this point I was getting really irritated because I'd been there for quite a bit of time. I knew what I was doing and I didn't need to be yelled at. So it had gone to about the third time that particular night where my coworker had yelled at me for something I wasn't even doing wrong. And at this point, my coworker's little brother, who is in high school, starts yelling at me and telling me what to do, and at that point I just instantly snapped. Because to be honest, I didn't want to sit there and take shit from a high school kid when I knew what I was doing was the right thing to be doing. And there was no reason for me to be getting yelled at. Like I wasn't doing anything wrong or anything that would even propagate me being yelled at, or just in general being disrespected in the manner that I felt like I was. And so after all this ends up happening, I was basically just like on the last straw. I was sitting there pretty much just waiting for like one last thing, and then I was going home. I was done for the night after that. And so as usual, I have a ticket for some sour cream come in, and in reality the servers are really supposed to be the ones who get sides and stuff like that. But at this particular time in the night, we weren't busy at all. I wasn't doing anything, so I decided to ask for the side, and literally nobody in the kitchen was listening to me. And it wasn't that I wasn't calling out my food or calling out the side of sour cream loud enough. Like I was literally sitting there pretty much screaming out, "Side of sour cream, I need a side of sour cream." Just nobody was giving me anything that I needed. So immediately after that happened, I ended up just literally leaving. Like I grabbed my backpack, walked out the back door, and just went home. I said, fuck it, I'm done for the night. And so immediately after I walked out of the restaurant, like mid-shift, I just had such a rush of adrenaline. Like it honestly just felt so good and so relieving to just leave and be able to go home. So I had ended up heading back home for the night after I'd walked out on the job, and I came back to my house and pretty much just sat down and played Call of Duty for a little bit. And honestly, during that time, I was expecting my manager to call me asking where I was or anything, but he didn't do any of that. He didn't even call me during the shift. And so at about 1 o'clock in the morning after the shift was over, my other coworker, who I was cool with, he was pretty much telling me like I needed to leave the job anyway because clearly I wasn't supposed to be there. It wasn't made for me. And so he ends up giving me a call at about 1 a.m. in the morning after a shift, and I answer it, and he's just sitting there cracking up laughing on the phone. And so obviously I was really curious as to what happened after I left, so I started asking him. I was like, yo, what happened? Like, was everybody mad at me? And he was just dying laughing, like, yeah, everybody was mad as fuck you left. Like, that shit was so funny. And the way he was explaining it to me, I was just dying laughing over the phone. Like, the whole situation was just hilarious to me. So the next day ended up coming around, and my boss, my main boss, ended up calling me and asking me like, hey, what had happened on that Saturday night? And right when he asked me that, I just kind of casually was like, yeah, about that. I kind of quit. And so apparently I didn't know this either. The other food runner, my other coworker, had apparently quit that night as well. So what that meant is literally half of his crew left in one night. So like I was saying, my manager ends up calling me, and I answer the phone because I wasn't too concerned that it was going to be like a bad call or anything. And after I had told him that I'd quit, he pretty much just sat there and asked me, hey, like, could you at least do me the favor of working your last 2 weeks? And to be honest, I felt kind of bad about it because I really did truly like my boss. I really truly enjoyed my manager, and like everybody else, all my other coworkers there, I pretty much really liked everybody there, and I liked the job itself. So like I honestly ended up coming back for my last 2 weeks, but as of today, as of officially today, I am completely off of that job, completely done. I'm done with my 2 weeks, which means there will be daily uploads videos and daily streams from here on out. And with that being said, that means as soon as you guys see this video up on my channel, as usual, I'm going to be streaming most likely some console Black Ops 2 tonight. I really feel like playing the Xbox 360 for some reason. So if you guys are interested in that at all, be sure to check out the first link down below in the description. Come chill with me in the chat. I'm always super active with everybody in there. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed today's video and want to see some more content like this, other life stories and other live gameplay videos similar to this, you guys already know what the fuck is up. You know what the fuck to do. So be sure to hit that sub button, turn on the bell notifications. It always means a lot to me, especially since I'm going to be breaking my old upload schedule and continuing to upload daily from here on out. You guys won't want to miss any of the videos, because I promise since I have a whole bunch of free time now, I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of more vlogs and other shit like that. But again, thanks everybody for watching today's upload. Hopefully I'll see a ton of you guys in the live stream after this video. I'm out. Peace.
I got more keys than Alicia. These niggas be talking police. 12. I took your hoe and released her. I used to trap out a Regal. 200,000 on my wrist. I thought it all was a fantasy. 200,000 on my wrist. Lord, I hope it don't vanish. 200,000 on my wrist.